Today is lesson 3 in the Desmos project, and it will look at shading, the opacity of a picture, and how to share a video link. So up first is shading. So here's my picture in progress, right? I can turn off my picture here. And if you notice right here, I've been working on her eye, but if I want to shade that, let me come down and find where that is, if I can find it. You can see right here is the graph for the circle with the equal to. See, if I turn it off, you'll see the circle disappear. But if I want to shade, again, you want to hover over. In this case, it's blue here. Hold down on that. You can see that it'll change the line to somewhat dotted to very dotted. And the colors are here, so I could, if I wanted to, change it to a dotted line, but I really don't want to do that for this. Instead, to shade below, I have an equal to sign. I want to actually make it a equal to, or really a less than. Where's my less than sign? There's a less than, and if I want it to include the circle, an equal to. So now you can see that it has shaded everything that is within the circle, right? But the same thing would work for, let me see, where is something that would also shade below? I don't know if any of these are larger pictures. Right, but if I choose any of these and instead of writing the equal sign, I change that to a less than sign, you can see that it will shade everything. That was just a small strip. It'll shade everything below. Let me change that back to equal. Now the next part is the opacity of the picture. If for some reason you want to, and here's my picture back, kind of keep the shading within the picture. If again you hover over this and hold it down, see here's different opacities. So it still keeps kind of the coloring of the picture, but not as dense. And then the last thing I want to show you is how to share your graph. And this is what I want you to do even for the next assignment, where I want to see what your picture is and how far you've gotten. Up here in the far right corner, it says share a graph. So if you go ahead and click on that, you'll see that you can print it, you can export the image, but right here, just share this link. If you just go ahead and press copy, it'll save that link, and then whether it's in a Schoology assignment or if you're emailing it to me, you can just copy this link and it'll let me open your Desmos project just as it is. So that'll let me look at a picture of it, and it'll let me look at what work you've done so far. And then the last thing I want to do is just show you some examples, maybe to get you inspired for things you can include in your graph. And I just found these by looking up Desmos art projects or Desmos creativity. I thought this one was really cool with the elephant, and look how this tree, they've used probably some parametric equations to kind of make that tree look like it's rotating. This snow globe, again, just a straight out black and white picture, but very detailed. I think that one's pretty awesome. Here is Dr. Doofenshmirtz, if you remember from, my kids used to love Phineas and Ferb, but that's an amazing picture, just done with equations in there. And again, if you're not sure, you can always, when you open these pictures up, you can see all the equations that they used to create these, and you can even copy and paste to kind of get the same idea there. What else did I choose? Statue of Liberty, right? And I'm going to show you how to kind of make some moving pictures in there in next week's lessons. In fact, here's one that I've been working on with the picture that I have. Again, it's not really the picture that's behind, but I have attached this fish to a sinusoidal equation, and that's what's making the fish looks like it's moving, as well as the bubbles here. And I'll show you how to do that next week as well. Here is a Taylor Swift picture. Here they're using that opacity where they've really lighten that picture to behind, but notice it kind of adds to the coloring that's in the picture as well. And then I think that was it. Right, back to my project. You can see here, if you're looking at mine, I've been working on moving. Let me move this up a little bit, but I don't think you can really see it in here. The ice cream cone drip, I've been working on making a drip. You can see it dripping down here, but I don't quite have it correct yet. If I pull this back, you can see I'm trying to get something that looks like a drip coming down. And I will show you that next week in one of the lessons for your Desmos art project. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing where you are in your projects.